Here we are at a new track for Martin Sports Car Club iRacing League, and this week we are at Phillip Island. And at this time, I'd like to introduce my co-host, Lexi Plumley.
Croggy.
Yep, you got it right. That's what Crocodile Dundee would say. So here in the Land Down Under, we have a new track for this week, and it's one of the weeks that I think a lot of people have skipped because it is a new track. And we have a small field today, but no small task of action is going to happen today as well, as you will see. So we get a whole entire full pace lap to talk about what's going on, just because this track is a little shorter than what we're used to seeing.
What?
All right, so here is the track layout. And Lexi, if you'd like to go over anything that's on that screen.
Well, it is 78 degrees, it should be 100% humidity, and it should be totally cloudy and 4 miles per hour.
Yep, the reason for that is there's a thunderstorm outside as we're trying to go ahead and get the broadcast done to go ahead and put out there. So let's talk about the grid. So no surprise there, Jesse Olsen on top with a pole time of 127.3, followed by Bradley Alvis, 0.4 seconds back. Skylar putting in a great time, just 0.6 seconds back for third place in qualifying. Daniel Ciro moving up in the qualifying ranks, followed by Justin Hall. Even though he got a second hand back, maybe that's holding him back from being able to get a little bit higher than he's used to. Nicholas Vincent, top 6 for qualifying, and he switched to the Ford GT for some reason. Maybe he was just tired of Zane being alone in the Ford. 7th was Bjorn. Zane is in 8th place, and Kevin in 9th, Chris in 10th, Tom in 11th, Craig is in 12th, and Andrew starting from the back with a slow time to try to take care of team points and try to get more points out of that by starting from the back, and Bob Blucher, who just joined the race about 12 seconds before it actually started. All right, so we're going to hone in a little bit. So you can see we have a small grid today, but that's okay. We're still going to have some fun as we move in to the field. There is Nicholas in the Ford getting ready to take. So as we go this long sweeper here, getting ready to bunch everything up. Pace car is off into the pits. Anything to say before the race starts, Lexi?
One, it already started, and 2, there are amazing cars, and 3, why is
The board is so short because there aren't a lot of drivers here today, since it was a new track for everybody. Some of the guys opted not to buy the track and take it off since we do allow breaks. So the green flag is out as everyone is going through the first set of corners through here, which is 5th gear as fast as you can in most cars. And everything, there's a lot of camber in this track as well, which helps keeping the cars on pace. So there's Chris Wells filing back into single file as they're moving through here. Jesse Olsen out in the lead. Bradley and Skylar, just as they qualified, are out front as we come into the first real braking zone. 5th gear. Oh, it looks like, the Fords have smacked each other. Zane and Chris hit somebody as well.
Goodness, what is going on?
Oh, so 5 cars out just like that. Zane hit the back of Bjorn, and then also with that also took out Nicholas, and it looks like somebody got in the back of Chris Wells, and then Chris ended up hitting somebody as well. So a lot of the cars are now heading back to the pits with a tow, unfortunately. There's one of them there. And we're going to catch right back up front. There is Jesse, back with his Falcon Tires livery for this week in his Lamborghini. Yes. So that is one lap. So 129.7. That's a pretty fast lap. Since I guess with the start of the race and starting on a straightaway, everyone's going to be posting their fastest time right now. What you got?
All of these cool cars make me want to say that with another little hint, I really like dragons.
Yeah?
I really.
You're into the dragons now?
I even have a dragon.
All right, so go into that real tough braking corner coming out. There's a lot of dust on the track, so even though they are next to the ocean, that what does happen is there's a lot of wind that comes off the ocean and blows a lot of the dirt from the gravel traps and stuff onto the track. And of course, the state, what iRacing does is when somebody goes off track and comes back on and they bring gravel on the track, it leaves it there for the rest of the race. It does cause some problems for a lot of the guys. So Bradley, who is in second place with Patron. Oh, I bet he did that for Patron Tequila for Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo?
Cinco de Mayo, yes.
Wait, what car?
That one there. That's Bradley's car for Patron.
You mean Cinco de Mayo?
Yes, because we raced on Cinco de Mayo, so that's tequila. Dun 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 dun, dun. Tequila. All right, there is Skylar in third place, switching up to the Lambo in his crazy. Whoa! It takes a big slide coming out through there. Getting ready to go into turn 2. Daniel in the AMG.
Daniel, nice car.
Yep, it's gonna eat you. See the mouth?
Oh, that car.
Yep, it is that car.
Oh, cool. I think it's. What do we have here? Oh, the guy with the muscles. Two-handed Randy.
Justin Hall, man, that is a bright livery on that car.
What is that? It's like some stars. Maybe he's celebrating that he has 2 arms.
I bet he is celebrating he has 2 arms.
Maybe it has 2 twos, but not as in 22 as a cake, but like 2 hands.
Oh, maybe.
Or just like a 2.
Yep, here's Kevin Medina in the BMW M4. Hopefully they'll drop the word prototype off of that there. So he's actually got a great start. He looks like he's up to 6th place from all the carnage and everything else that happened. So he's doing well as he's turning into Lukey Heights, which is a real tough corner going through there. We'll actually check a ride with somebody a little bit later. Here is Andrew making up some spots already. So his plan is working. So he has already made up 6 spots from the back. Jesse Olsen throws another fast lap, a 127.9, followed by a 128 for Bradley and Skylar.
It looks like that tiger had a bad time at the dentist. It has a yellow tooth.
It does, doesn't it?
What happened?
All right, Tennessee Region driver Craig Klein is back for this week. Glad to see him. A lot of guys, you know, even though they dropped out for this week and didn't want to purchase the track to race on it, and some of them took it off, out of the drivers that were here, they really do love the track. They said it was a very flowing track, had a lot of grip to it as well, a lot of camber. There was a lot of corners that some guys did not like, unfortunately. But for the most part, everyone really did enjoy it, and we had a good time out there. There's Tom Jentz. Oh, he got rid of the pink. I know. I think he
Wait, what do you mean pink?
He's normally into the with the pink car with the black triangles towards the front, and he never talked about it. So I think what happened is his last broadcast that we talked about him not changing his colors, he decided to change his colors.
Wow, I have a hard time. I'm gonna have a hard time choosing one of these, but I might choose. Wait, can we go back to?
Oh, we will. There's Chris Wells. A little bit of damage on the front of his car. Hopefully that's not bothering him too much. Well, actually, I say now that we have a front view, he's going topless. So you better get out that suntan lotion, Chris. Make sure that you're not going to burn your top without having one on there.
There's no sun.
Oh, that's true. It is kind of overcast today. That's a very good observation. All right, there's Bjorn in his black and white and green accented BMW.
BMW. They all look the same. BMWs, Lamborghinis, and the one you drive.
Yep. There is Nick Vincent in what he did say he switched to the Ford just on a whim and said he really liked it a lot.
He just went to Ford.
Yeah, he liked the characterization and the way the car handled, and you know, he just felt like just right out of the box he liked it a lot. It suited his driving style. So hopefully we'll see him in for another race.
Is that a Lamborghini?
That is a Ford GT.
Ford GT?
Yes.
Well, all the others.
Oh, Bob!
Oh no.
Bob is off.
Wait, that's. Oh yeah.
That's a Lamborghini.
That's a Lamborghini. Wait, did we already go to Banana
Yep.
Man? Or is
Banana Man's not here.
Oh.
Yep, and then there is Zane Ocho Ocho Plum Lake.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! That's
Yep.
what you were doing?
Yep.
That's so cool.
That's-
I love it.
That's probably why I wrecked on the first lap, because I had about 3 or 4 of those before the race, and unfortunately I took a
Got
couple
jumped.
people out. So guys, I'm sorry. After being taken out the last 4 races by people, I feel horrible that I did that to you guys. It was not alcohol related, so I know how you guys feel, because it was awful. So I will start from the pits next time and make sure everyone gets a clean first lap, and I'll probably let them pass for free too.
What is Ochi Ochi Plumley?
Ocho Ocho, that's Spanish for 8-8.
So, Ocho. Oh, Nueva Diaz Ocho.
Yep.
Bradley Alvis.
Yep, so Bradley is trying to keep pace with Skylar, who's up to second place. Sorry we missed that pass on those guys, but Justin Hall is really taking it to Daniel. Oh, Daniel slides off and gives the place up to Justin Hall as he tries to collect himself to come back on. It's not like he has a lot of people. Here comes Andrew, but he's going to safely get back on the track.
I think he just made his picture, like, decorated it, because I don't think he has muscles that
I know he does have muscles that big.
big. What? I've never seen anyone with muscles that big.
That's because he races all day long.
Really?
Yep.
No eating, no drinking, no sleeping.
Nope.
What?
Races all day long.
How do you get those muscles? You don't eat or drink anything. Wait, hasn't he? Wait, if he doesn't drink any water, shouldn't he be dead?
Nope, he has tubes hooked up, like drink tubes.
Like a football?
Sure, just like in football.
I don't think that's how it works.
You don't think that's how it works? All right, here's Andrew moving in on Daniel. So here are teammates. Sorry for the livery taking so long for these 2 cars to get the ZP Motorsports livery. The designer actually is on vacation this past couple weeks, and he's going to come back, I'm sure, to an inbox full of work. So we're looking forward to having, whoa, Andrew hanging it way out there and was able to catch it, which is amazing on being able to catch that car, because it is definitely quirky when it does get loose.
Whoa, we're already at lap 7?
Yep, it's a very tight, small track. So the lap times are only, like you see, like with the slide outs there, it's only like 1:30.
This is going to be a lot of points to shove them in the mail. So, since it's going to be a quick race, I'm going to go ahead and start off at a big thing, and then it will be like a lot more after that. So anyway, 700,000.
Oh, Skylar is off.
Oh, but he went back
Oh,
on.
but yep. So at the top of Lukey Heights, he slid out. Maybe had a issue with the rear end being a mid-engine car. Just kind of snuck out a little bit. He's got to save it and keep it out of the fence.
So what track is this? Cracker. Oh, I forgot it. It's
Cracker, no.
Cracker.
Crikey.
Crikey. Crikey.
Right.
I just can't get the accent.
Well, we'll have to work on that one.
Crikey.
Yep. So Jesse Olsen out in front by 3.5 seconds over Bradley. He looks like he lost a little bit of time going through. Oh, Kevin Medina, 1:29.8 for his fastest lap. So he's starting to get a hang of this track now, and he put a lot of time in this week as well.
Should I go down the leaderboard?
Why don't you go down the leaderboard? That would be great. It gives me time to play with the cameras.
You play with like anyway. So this is gonna be short, and I might be fast, but let's go one at a time, and I'll name them. Jesse Olsen, good racing. Bradley Alvis, good painter. Justin Hall, good
Mr.
guy.
Muscles.
Mr. Muscles. Wait, it was that guy? Skylar Gray, good guy. Daniel, good guy. Andrew, good guy. Kevin, good guy. Craig, good guy. Tom Jackson.
You gotta figure out who these people are.
Okay, Kevin Murata.
Where you at? Kevin Medina.
Berdita. Got it. Kevin Berdita. Good racer.
Medina.
Medita.
Yes.
Great racer. Jessen.
Yep, Tom Jessen. Yep.
Tom Jessen. Great guy. Crispy Well. So crispy. Bjorn. The painter. Zane Plumley. Best dad in the world.
Thank you.
Nicholas
Vincent. Yep, you got it.
Great.
Very patient guy
Very patient guy.
to deal with Zane taking him out on lap 1.
Bobblicha. Bobblicha.
Oh, Andy's off again, coming out of sliding out from the top. So a lot of sand up there, so I don't know if that had any effect on him whatsoever. So he drops back a few spots, and that gives Craig Klein now the lead for the most positions gained. Now we got a little bit of group going on here. Maybe we can see a little bit more racing. So Kevin, oh, just fell just outside of a second. He was keeping pressure onto Craig, and would have been, looks like he was trying to make a good post and run there to get 6th place back from him. Zane Plumley, a little frustrated, I think, with a 131.5 after his accident. I know he went to the pit and got a fast repair. Just got to get his head in the game.
Bobblicha. Great guy.
Yes.
So I'm also saying good racer and good guy to all the other guys that have to pick.
Well, they are all good guys.
They're all good guys, all good racers. Probably all good guys. Doesn't hold too many pets. Does he actually have all those pets?
He does.
What?
Yep, Kevin Medina takes a quick trip into pit lane. I don't think there's any issues. Maybe he was just trying to get out of the way of traffic. Nicholas Vincent's a 129.5 for his fastest lap, so I think he's also settled down from the first lap melee 10 laps later.
Halfway.
Yep, and boy, I used to get so excited about that.
Just halfway.
Wow, now it's just halfway.
Well, it's just
Oh
halfway.
boy. Everyone saw the number 10 come up, and everyone plugged their ears or took their earbuds out and was waiting for you to go, halfway! All right, Kevin Medina coming out of the pits into 9th place with Chris Wells in tow, 2 seconds back. So we'll see if we can make a race out of that one as well.
That's funny. Halfway. So right now we are at halfway, and I get rid of all the other points I gave, and now you have 1,000.
1,000? That is a lot of points.
Well, not 1,000.
I know. All right, so here's Andrew giving some chase to Bjorn, who is a lap car. And you know, one thing about this particular track, and it is going fast, Justin putting his fastest time 128 down, is it is tight and it's a little bit narrow, and there's not a lot of passing areas to go through. You can see him flashing his lights as he does want to get through. And let's go ahead and grab, here we go, inside of Andrew's car as Bjorn did let him go through. So here's turn 1 as it slides away. A lot of patience on the throttle through here as you get back on the throttle as it dips down a little bit, using a little bit of a curb all the way back. So we come to another, not really quite a back straight as you hit, but a heavy braking zone coming up into a very, very tight hand first gear. There it is. And you want to get on the gas early on the apex, slide it all the way out, and you can see there's one of those areas that are like fake green. They've added those to help out with a lot of guys that are going white. So this one here, this corner is very deceptive. You want to wait for the second apex to get through there, or else you will just slide out.
After this, dude, Andrew, should we step
No, well, we should try to, you know, share the love, you know, through there. But we're going to stick with him as they go down the bottom of Lukey Heights, coming through here. And again, you can see some of the road giveaway right here as you get off the throttle, and then hammer it right through the gears, 3rd, 4th, and then going into 5th. And the right side tires at this track take an absolute beating. So it really doesn't give a lot of chance for a lot of the guys, you know, to try to get even wear. So you have to keep concentrating on that, but also because you don't get a lot of wear on the left side, this corner here you can, keep taking, pretty fast because they're heated up enough, but they're not so worn out. But as they start to wear out, again, another long left-hander just eating up those right side tires. All right, so we do have, Bob putting in his fastest time of 1:29.6. And let's check in with Justin Hall. There he goes, as he is putting pressure on Bradley now, teammates. So hopefully they're not going to do what Zane and Nicholas did, where Zane took out his fellow teammate. Why are you so quiet?
I was just thinking of something that's not.
What? How could you think about anything that's not racing?
Well, I was thinking of that I made some sticks and then put some on top and then put a pot through it, then put the top and then put the popcorn seeds.
All right. So these guys have decided that they are going to swap up their strategy and not hold each other up. So Bradley ducks into pit lane to get his splash and go. Skylar moves back into third spot. Almost identical times, but Daniel half a second quicker than the two guys ahead of him, so he's moving up because he started in fourth place and still holding on to fourth place. Andrew threw in a fast lap there, 1:28.7, but I think he's got a little bit more speed out of that car as the fuel starts burning off.
So this is awesome. So why is Bob just in one place?
Yep.
And should I
See someone to... Ooh, Bob, a 1:28.7. He's finally get a handle on that car.
What if you go with... Who is that just?
Yep, I don't know. Tom Jessen goes into the pit, which gives Kevin Medina 8 spots.
How about Chris?
You want to ride along with Chris Wells?
Chris?
Well, I don't know how much time you're going to ride around with him. He's ducking into the pits right now.
Oh, well then let's go with
Come on, pick somebody.
Kevin Merdita.
Medina.
Medina. Then what's Merdita. Anyway.
Yep, throw on the roll bar cam.
I mean, we're sitting right next to him.
Yes.
And I'm on your lap.
In the passenger seat, yes.
Yeah, I'm probably in the back seat. There is no back seat.
All right, so Jesse, Skylar, Andrew all jumping into pit lane as long as possible. There were only about a lap left of fuel. This one, even though it was a short race, was only like 10.5 gallons on average between the cars. So because it doesn't eat up a lot of fuel for this track being so small, and a lot of guys are going to get just a quick splash and go.
So we are on lap 14.
I don't have a map for this one.
Oh!
I know, I'm sorry, I forgot to print this one because it's a new track.
It's okay.
Yep.
It doesn't matter. Oh, he saves it.
He does save it.
He does. So I'm gonna talk with he's going on a page. So right now, Kevin
Medina.
Kevin Merdita is going on. Did I say it right?
Da. Okay?
Medita.
There you go.
Kevin Merdita
Yes.
is on the track and he saved a turn
Yes, he did.
that I think he missed.
Nope.
So now we're with Justin Hall, two-handed Randy.
Yep. He pitted later, I guess, and also with Daniel through there. So hopefully there he goes, splash and go, and there goes Daniel right behind him. Yep.
That was funny. Anyway, so speaking of pit.
Oh, and there goes Bradley right by him to take over second spot, who had the, sorry to cut you off there,
It's
Lexi,
okay.
but because he had the speed coming off the corner as Justin was coming out of the pit, so they end up just how they went into the pits.
So, speaking of pit, how do you get up that little board?
Which board?
Pit board.
I have no idea what
there's
your
like
hands are doing right now.
13, and then it goes down to 1 to see who's gone to the pits.
Oh, the pit strategy board.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, so most guys went 14 laps as Mr. Ocho went in on the first lap.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Ocho.
Yep.
Oh,
So Zane Plumley has thrown 4 fast laps in a row. He's finally probably calmed down a little bit after that first one. And Tom Jensen also puts on his fastest lap. So I know a lot of late in the race, but better late than never. Justin Hall still putting a lot of pressure on Bradley as they come into the last long right-hander before the straight. So this would be a good opportunity for Justin to grab a draft and maybe pop out if Bradley does give him space on the inside, because trying to pass on the outside is kind of tough as well. Chris Wells a 131.6. Oh, sorry, 131.16. That is his fastest lap of the race.
Fast lap, right? So we are on lap 16. I'm counting down. Wow. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We have 4.5 laps.
Yep.
So I have chose my winner, the Lex Car Dress Up Award, and you do not know who it is. Lights are on. It's getting dark. How's it going?
Oh, I think it's just really cloudy in Australia today, because this was actually a morning race.
Kroger.
Crikey.
Oh!
Kroger is a shopping store
Oh,
for groceries.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to have you watch Crocodile Dundee.
Can I?
Sure, I think it's a pretty harmless movie.
We can watch it maybe tonight.
Probably.
Probably not. You have to fix the bed.
Yeah, gotta build mom's bed tonight. All right, so we lost sound. What happened there?
Oh yeah. Can they still hear us?
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
I think the wheel turned and hit the keyboard.
I bet.
Yep, hit the mute button. That's a Leland special right there, where he takes everything apart, puts it all back together, and then deletes apps and redoes apps just to come to find out that he hit the mute button on the keyboard.
So that's why there was the sound thing and then the X.
Yes.
Did you see that?
I did not see that. So when that happens again, you have to let me know.
Got it. Well, that happened.
Yep. All right. So here is Zane trying to give pressure to Tom. Both of these guys are running pretty close in time, but Zane's been tracking them down. But he's a lap or so back. So I'm sure that he does not want to ruin Tom's race as he's trying to catch up to Kevin and grab that spot.
So, you're lap 17 and should I go down the leaderboard again?
Yeah, there's actually some stuff that changed. So yeah, go ahead.
So Jesse is still in first place, as always. Justin Hall, two-handed Randy, is in second place. Bradley, third. Skylar, fourth. Daniel, fifth. Andrew, sixth. Craig, Klein, seven. Kevin, Medina.
There you go. You got it.
Medina. Kevin, Medina. 8, 9, Tom, 10, Bjorn, 11, Charles.
Oh my goodness.
12, Ocho Plumley. I want to say that. And 13, Nicholas Vincent. And 14, Bobrincha.
Yep, Bob's still trying to get a handle on that Lamborghini, but he says it does show signs of brilliance sometimes. So he's going to stick with it and give it some more practice as he and Nicholas are having a little bit of a battle.
Lap 18.
Yep, these guys both on the same lap. No, Nick and Bob actually had a couple offs off camera, so they are ganging up to make a race of who is not going to be in last place for the race. Spell it. Spell it? Nope.
No, not spell it. Smell.
Is mom cooking?
Yeah, but also not to tell lab, but I was going to say gas or say goose.
Oh, no. Well, is Cassie making cookies? Because she always forgets to bring us cookies in the commentary booth.
Yeah, she's not making cookies. It smells like maybe chicken.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
All right, so here, so these guys did swap spots. So Justin did get in front of Bradley, and Bradley now giving chase as Skylar goes backwards with a great, as I had a small off. Oh, there he is right there. Oh, as Andrew goes by as well. Man, he lost a couple places on that last off there. Man, that's a shame for him. He was running all the way in 4th place.
Have I been talking too much in this race?
Nope, not at all. I like when you're talking. I can play with the camera.
Okay, so lap 19. Do you want to play with the camera tonight?
Well, we're closing in on the last lap.
Here comes Cat.
Yep, just pet it and it'll be quiet.
It's not an it. Don't worry.
Yep. All right, so here is coming into the last 2 laps for these guys to figure out who is going to stand on what part of the podium, as long as these 2 guys will keep it together and not have any offs. What's interesting, though, is Jesse, Justin, and Bradley all have 0 incident points for the race so far.
Cool.
Yeah, so they haven't had any wheels wrong, spins, or off tracks or anything like that. No hitting somebody else's bumper. So keeping it clean and keeping it fast, which is good.
So we are still on lap 19, which in a few seconds I think we'll be at 20. Then it'll not yell white flag, go white flag.
So before we come back to this race for lead, here's Craig giving chase to Skylar to see if he can get up a little bit higher. Andrew is right now probably ending up with the biggest point leader mover shaker baker award.
Shaker baker. Oh, because they're shaking me to like it and then baking me to like it.
Yeah, well, shake and bake because he's moving on up past through the field.
It's white flag.
Yep. All right, so there's Jesse Olsen. Hasn't got a lot of coverage in that, and if he's listening to this, he's probably saying, why don't I get a lot of coverage? Well, I know he's out there, and he is in cruise control mode, and just guys are not able to keep up with pace, and to give him a run for his money this week at Phillip Island.
Does the pace car race?
The pace car does not race.
Do people turn into the pace car when they sign out, when one person signs out, and then they all drink beer and donuts? They don't drink donuts.
Well, at least for iRacing is concerned, the pace car jumps into the pits, and then the guy gets out, and then he has his beer and pretzels.
Beer and pretzels.
Sure, they go together. All right, so here is Jesse Olsen on the last corner of the last lap as he is getting ready to take the checkered flag. Right through here, jamming it through the gears, and there he's flashing his lights in his celebration. Congratulations, Jesse. Yes, so here's Bradley and Justin Hall. Wow, ended up 0.2 seconds back for that one. So let's see, Daniel is coming up. There he is at the line into 4th place, and Andrew right here will go ahead and solidify that he is the Shaker and Baker Award with 8 spots, and we'll get some bonus as he takes Zane Plumley out.
Great cartwheel. We're back.
Yep, that's a little bit of celebration there.
Looks like he's moon. Oh, someone lost their pants.
Someone lost a lot more than that.
Oh, and he forgot to put on his shirt.
Kevin Medina comes in 8th spot. That's his best finish I think he's had since joining the league late last year. So congratulations to Kevin. And Tom, there he is crossing the line in 9th place. Chris has already come through in 10th. Looks like Bjorn and Nicholas Vincent are the last guys. There is Bjorn right there. Is he having a problem?
I think he's running out of gas.
Oh, maybe he did run out of gas.
Can someone please go over there and help him?
Oh, man, what a bummer.
Should we just stay here for the last 5 hours?
I don't think so. Man, sorry, Bjorn.
So sorry you didn't cross the finish.
Yep. All right. Well, let's go ahead. Let's check the results one more time. You know, Jesse Olsen in first place with another win for Team MSCC. With Shut Up and Drive It guys finishing out the podium. Justin Hall and Bradley Alvis in second and third. Zane Play Motorsports pulls in fourth and fifth with Daniel and Andrew. Tennessee Region Craig in sixth place. Glad to have him back. Missed him for a couple weeks. Skylar having a little bit difficult day in the second part of the track. In seventh, Kevin Medina in eighth, his highest part. Tom in ninth place. Chris in 10, a couple of MSCC guys. Bjorn in 11th, still waiting to cross the line as he ran out of grass. Zane.
Grass.
I did say grass. He might be in the grass already, taking a shortcut. Zane in 12th, Bob in 13th, and Nicholas in 14th. So that will conclude our race at Phillip Island. What do you have to say?
Go on YouTube to watch this video and all the other videos, and go on the iRacing Facebook page to check who the Lexicar Dress Up Award winner is.
All
Bye.
right. You'll just have to wait to see that. Thank you very much, guys. See you next week.
Kroger!
Not Kroger.